5%.
Ladies and gentlemen, misfits around the world, welcome to the Common Cast. We're going to try a new thing. It's going to be called This Week in Gaming. I'm going to pass it off to Edge of Space, actually.
So, Black Friday is coming up. What games are you guys planning to get?
I don't know. Probably Star Wars Battlefront for me.
Yeah,
Wait,
dude.
you're getting Star Wars Battlefront?
I might. I don't know yet.
Damn it, that means I have to decide which console I want to get it on.
I gotta. It's not going down in price, is it?
I don't know. I'm not sure which retailer. I'm not sure if a retailer is going to drop it in price. They might. I mean, EA may have a sale on their games, but this is EA we're talking about.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I might get Star Wars Battlefront for Black Friday. I mean, I'll probably download it because downloading is the way of the future.
I actually have a list of all the games that are going to be going on sale.
Alright. Which ones? So are you just planning to get Battlefront or what?
I'd like to. I don't think it's going on sale. It's not. A lot of other games are. Like Mad Max will be $25.
Not bad.
FIFA 15 will be. Oh, that's old. Here's a big one. Farming Simulator 2015. That's gonna be.
Oh man.
Dude, yes.
Far Cry 4 will be 15. I might pick that up actually.
I already have Far Cry 4. That's the problem.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is going to be 25. Oh, 25. Okay. Take a guess. How much do you think Ghosts is going to be?
$2.
$20.
$8. Arkham Knight is going to be 25, and Battlefield Hardline is going to be 15.
Well, don't get Battlefield Hardline. It's not worth it. Get Battlefield 4. It's much better.
Although, I did see Rock Band 4.
Ooh, I forgot about Rock Band.
Rock Band 4 is going to be $200 at Target, and the guitar bundle is going to be $130.
Ooh. That might be an Xbox game I need to get because they let your DLC songs carry over from other Rock Band games. So, I don't know. That might be a game I need to get for Xbox, but I have no idea.
And then it has a list of the best accessory deals. Right now I'm looking at the PlayStation 4. So you can get a Triton Karma PS4 headset for $25.
Ooh.
A PS4 DualShock 4 wireless controller for $39, which is like $20 off. PlayStation Plus 3-month subscription for $10. Gold wireless headset for $60. That's a PlayStation made. And then Dream Gear Essential Gaming Kit for $15 by Toys R Us, which I wouldn't suggest going with Dream Gear. They're not very good. I had a headset that lasted maybe a couple of weeks, and then... Oh, wow. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5, which just came out, is going to be $25. And WWE 2K16 will be $30.
Yeah, I might have to go get those golden PlayStation headset because I have like those Triton Kama headset, and it's like they're decent. They're not great. I'd like something better, so I might get that gold headset.
I might have to get Tony Hawk. If it's anything like the old games,
it's not.
I would love to play it.
It's not. They changed a lot of stuff.
Well, fuck that then.
But Xbox One is releasing a 1 terabyte Elite bundle for $450.
Well, I have like I'm trying to think how big my external hard drive is. I think I have a 1.5 terabyte drive, so I'm good. I'm good.
I'm not. Unfortunately, I haven't invested any of that.
Yeah, eventually I'll help you figure out hard drive stuff, because 500 gigabytes doesn't last very long in this day and age.
They're selling Astro A40 TR headsets plus a Mini Amp Pro TR for $200.
That's still a steep price if you ask me.
Yeah. All right. Well, that would be some of the deals that are coming up for Black Friday, so everybody go and swarm the stores. Make sure you don't kill anybody upon entry.
Yeah. Keep in mind, that person that you're stepping on has children. Maybe they don't. I don't know.
Unless they're homeless people. Just kidding.
All
I
right,
live in
well,
Portland.
here's something interesting that happened, not this week, but last week, but it's close enough that we can talk about it. That a certain website that sees pretty much the most traffic of any website, I believe, outside of like maybe YouTube or Facebook, saw a significant drop in traffic when this game came out. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
So apparently, Pornhub.
What is this, Dora the Explorer? Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
No, so apparently Pornhub saw a like 10% decrease in traffic on the day that Fallout 4 came out, which I think is hilarious.
So basically, whoever says video games don't do anything good for the world.
Yeah, it's like, hey, parents out there, if your kid has a porn problem, just get them Fallout 4. I mean, look at the numbers.
Or Star Wars,
Yeah, or Star Wars. But hey, Fallout 4 came out. I'm playing it. I like it. I feel like Irrelevant or Josh, whichever you want to call him, has played it the most.
Yeah, I've put in easily, 48 hours or something.
Yeah, because like you asked me what level I was, and I'm like, 7. Like, I'm level 11 now, but I'm level 7. And then you're like, I'm like level 30 something.
33.
It's like, all right, I see. Yeah, our next step is to get Torque to play it, because he needs to, because it's Fallout.
Yeah, I know. I will. I plan on getting it. I just don't know when. I mean, obviously, I think Black Friday, I'll probably have to camp outside the store for like 3 days straight just to get it.
Yeah, it's probably going to be in high demand. Of course, there is also digital download to go to as well. I don't know if it's going to be on sale, but that is an option. So what else came out this week? Somebody call it out. There was one big game
Star
from
Wars Battlefront?
Yeah. This game I want to get. I've seen the reviews on it. Seems like it's getting kind of a mixed reaction.
Yeah.
Sorry, my phone buzzed. That's my bad.
I think a lot of people are complaining about how little content there is. And I do agree that they should have done something like they did in the other ones where you have that you're like kind of playing chess where you're like moving each character or each ship and then you fight over a planet. I don't think they have that. And I haven't played it, so I mean, don't quote me on this, but I also don't think that they have like an actual somewhat of a storyline. They just have some online, and they have, I hope they have just basic fights like they did in the old ones, like instant action. And if they don't have that, that's gonna suck. They also have brought in a survival mode, which I played some of. In the beta, they only allowed you to go to like, I think it was like round 6 or something.
Yeah, it was like one planet, round 6.
Which was really, really fun, just the 6 rounds. So I think I could find a good amount of time of enjoyment because they really nailed the Star Wars aspect to it. But it does suck that they don't have a storyline, and I guess they could come out with a DLC, and they've announced that they're already going to have some DLC come out here soon. But I can't see them actually releasing an entire campaign in a DLC. That just doesn't seem likely, which I think is why they got a 7 out of 10, and I also think that's why they got a lot of mixed feelings, because you have a lot of people that really that are like Star Wars fanboys like myself that really wanted to support the game and everything that it is, because we've been waiting for this for a long time.
Yeah.
And then you have the people that don't really care very much, maybe the younger kids who kind of are just used to Call of Duty, and even though Call of Duty's campaign sucks, so they have nothing to complain about, but it is a little unfortunate, but I think it's still going to be a good game that I could get some good hours put into. Is it going to be something that's going to be able to hold my attention for as long as Fallout 4 and Skyrim have and will. Probably not. You never know. I kind of go through phases with my games where I enjoy playing something for a really long time, and then at least like shooters like Call of Duty and Battlefield, where I'll really enjoy it, and then I'll just kind of forget about it for a little while, and then I'll come back to it. So I think that'll be kind of just another one of those.
Of course, there is a statement to be made in regards to like what content isn't there, and I know that Irrelevant and I, like, our childhood was Battlefront. Like, we would sit in front of one of the big box TVs, like back with Battlefront 1, just on the PS2, and that would basically be how we would occupy our time for months on end, and we never got tired of it. And that's pretty much because of all the content that was there. Like, the stuff that's missing now is what Irrelevant was talking about was Galactic Conquest. That's gone. Instant Action is gone. A campaign is gone. They have 4 planets with like 2 maps each. Space battles are gone. Specialist units are gone. Missing one other thing. I already said the campaign. There's a lot of stuff from the original games that are gone, but the thing is that there's other stuff in it. Like, the quantity of stuff to do is reduced, but the ways in which you do what's there is increased. Like, now they have a create a class, they have survival on several different maps. They have various weapons that you can use, which some of them look a little bit more powerful than others, although I haven't played them. I've just seen videos of them, and I've only used 3 weapons because, the beta didn't have that many weapons in it. It's kind of like, it has style to it. It just doesn't have a whole lot of substance. Like, if you're somebody who can play shooters for months on end without stopping, great. You're going to love it. You're going to enjoy unlocking all the cosmetic stuff, going to the few maps and just playing it in different ways. You're going to love it. But if you're somebody who's like, Battlefront 2 all the way, I need 27 maps, I need 23 heroes, I think there was in the original game, I need all this stuff, I need space battles, and you're not going to enjoy it. Like, that's just a fact of life. Even though they kind of have space battles, it's just not in space. Like, they have a dogfight mode where you can fight in the sky. I don't really know if that counts. Like, Irrelevant, if I were to go to you and say, hey, the new Battlefront game doesn't have space battles, but it has a dogfight mode, would you say that that's, like, as good, better, or worse?
Well, it kind of reminds me of like what they had in Battlefield 1942, where you could... Did you ever play that?
Yeah, I played it.
Where you had like your main... the 3 maps you could play on, and then they had like dogfight mode.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be like that.
Yeah, nobody has anything bad to say about Battlefield 1942, so...
No.
Or is it 43?
2, I think.
I think both of those were a thing. Like, the original was one, and then the reboot was another. But yeah, it's like, if you make a comparison to something like that, then it's a really good game. It's a killer game. But nobody is making those comparisons because I feel like people will look for reasons to be mad at stuff.
Yeah, you can't please everybody.
But, kind of to segue into the next thing, there is one thing that can please everybody. So, Microsoft went off about how they were doing 360 emulation, and I am moving around, so I'm sorry if there's some extra noise. They were talking about how they can do Xbox 360 emulation on the Xbox One. And real briefly, what emulation is it's a software way to play games that weren't designed to play on a specific piece of hardware. So it's like the Xbox One, of its 8 cores, I did the math to figure this out, it has 2 cores running its background functions. It dedicates 1 more core to process 360 functions, and then its remaining processors are running the 360 game. And for the most part, it's not great. It's nice to be able to play 360 games, but a lot of them don't play very well. So Sony decided to take a completely different route, where Microsoft is trying to add 360 games to their library. Sony's looking for the nostalgia crowd, and they are working on PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 emulation, and they confirmed that yes, it is working. And of the videos we've seen of it in action, it is actually running the games better than it did on PlayStation 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I can tell you, for one, I'm very excited for this because for a while I've played with the PS2, and like, I have so many games. I mean, my favorite series is Jak and Daxter. I mean, all of those games. I even like Jak X, which is the racing game. Anyway, I cannot wait to play those again because for the longest time, we've just been searching for another PS2 on Craigslist, another PS2 on eBay, just so we can keep playing these games. And you know, eventually these consoles just die. Oh, and the other thing, I have Crash Bandicoot, which I would. Oh man.
You know what I'm looking forward to
So
playing
many
again?
good times.
Shadow of Colossus.
Yes. I never got a chance to play that on the PS2, and
See,
if they
I
move
was
that
such
up,
a
I'm
young
really happy.
guy, I didn't know what the frick was going on, so I'd like to try it again.
Yeah, and I'm more optimistic about the emulation from Sony because when Microsoft went to do it, they were going with rolling out a whole bunch of third-party Xbox 360 titles. So they had publishers to go through and licensing that they had to do. And for the most part, a lot of games didn't get moved forward. Like a lot of the 360 exclusives didn't find their way on there. I mean, you got Mass Effect and Perfect Dark, but really, the exclusives we want would be Halo, but they didn't move those forward because they want you to buy the Master Chief Collection. Sony, however, they have a lot of games on the PS2 that didn't come out on anything else. So there's no licensing or publishing problems that they have to go through. Like Shadow of the Colossus, God of War, Crash Bandicoot, just to name a few, those original games only came out on PlayStation platforms. So all they have to do is just say, yeah, our emulator works. Let's move these games up. And that's it.
And the best part is PS2 games are cheap.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure what their policy is going to be on discs, though. Like,
wait, do you have to buy this stuff online?
There's a possibility that you will, because the only games that we've seen in PS2 emulation is 3 Star Wars games. You got Star Wars Jedi Starfighter, which I played and loved. Star Wars Battlefront, or not Star Wars Battlefront. No, it's not Star Wars Battlefront. Star Wars Bounty Hunter, a Dark Horse title. It was a really good game.
I remember that game.
It wasn't like super mainstream, so not a lot of people have played it. And then there's Star Wars Racer Revenge, which is just a pod racing sim. But they don't have... Those 3 games came with like their Star Wars bundle, their like limited edition console, and that's the only way that you can get them right now. And they just give you download codes for them. So I'm not sure what their stance is going to be on putting discs in the console. The way that Microsoft does it, if you have a 360 game that is compatible with backwards compatibility, you put the disc in, it registers that you have it, and then it downloads the game. Then you just put the disc in as like a key to play the game, but all the information is stored on the hard drive.
Yeah.
So I don't know how Sony's going to go about it. I'm not sure if they're going to let you put the discs in. They probably will. I would hope they do.
Well, they didn't install a hardware to read PS2 discs, though, did they?
I'm trying to remember. Did the PS2 run DVD discs or
Yeah.
CDs? It ran DVDs, so maybe it will. I don't know.
I think they ran DVD. No, I don't know.
Because there was we had a conversation about this last night, and I think I said, and I may have misled in a way saying that the PS4 doesn't have the hardware to read PlayStation 2 discs, but I think it does, thinking about it. And even if it doesn't, they'll probably just do the same method that Microsoft does, like have you put the disc in and download the 300 megabyte game.
Yeah.
I mean, these are PS2 games that ran on... Geez, I don't even know what the biggest size of memory cards were anymore. They were tiny. So, like, games had no memory to them.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. And the real question is that 360 emulation on Xbox One wasn't enough to convince Irrelevant here to get an Xbox One. The question is, Torque, is PS2 emulation... Yes. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be... I kind of figured that would be your answer.
like anymore, I think it's just stupid because you can't choose one console and be happy with that one console. Now you pretty much have to get both if you want to be totally happy with gaming. Because I mean, just basic reasons, really. I mean, I am so thrilled because the PS2 was my life. I mean, I want that back.
It's still the second best selling console of all time. Only beaten out by the Wii.
What?
Yeah, the Wii. Believe it or not, it sold like 150 million units in its lifetime.
Wow.
That doesn't shock me because
Yeah.
it seemed like at first because it seemed new, it seemed like a fun dance game.
No, dude. Like when I was, oh man, whenever it came out, I remember for a while it seemed like everybody had a Wii, except for me. But my dad had actually thought about it because he was like, wait, I don't know, it's weird. That was like the only thing my dad ever actually thought about buying without me asking him to. Not that I get everything I want, but
yeah, I think I went through 3 Wiis. And they're all for dumb reasons because I was a little kid. I didn't realize I was putting the console upside down.
I remember that. That was so funny.
That was me being really dumb.
We did it twice.
Yeah, twice. And then ultimately the third one came through and it's like, wait, why is the power button upside down? Flip it around and it works. And it's like, God damn it. But yeah, PlayStation 2 emulation. Some of my coworkers and I were talking about this, and we're all going crazy about it because I work at a game development studio, so everybody there's super savvy with this stuff. And they're like, oh my god, I have all my PS2 discs, and this is going to be great. I mean, the only way that it could go wrong is if Sony doesn't let you use PS2 discs, and they just have you download it. Of course, now that I think about it, what do you think this will do for the status of PlayStation Now, their streaming service where you can stream PS1 and PS2 games to the PlayStation 4? Because that used to be the only method that you could play these old games on new hardware. Now they're saying, well, we do have an emulator in the works, so do you think PlayStation Now is going to continue, or is Sony wising up and realizing that it was a bad value and they're just not going to do it anymore? Because it was like, PlayStation Now, it was like you could spend $4 and rent a game for a day, but you couldn't buy a game. You had to rent it and stream it. So, I'm not sure just how well PlayStation Now is going to do with PS2 emulation coming.
Well, I want to add another thing before we go, or whatever. I'm not sure if it was this week, but I just saw the article. Some dude, a professional skydiver, he jumped out of a plane and played video games on the way down. Like they have a platform set up with like a couch and just a TV and all this stuff connected to it, like probably bolted down, and he's sitting on the couch playing video games while falling from the sky. And I'm pretty sure he's playing Fallout. So that's.
Do they have like a generator with them?
I mean, they would have had to.
What are they plugging it in?
I don't know, man, but they're calling him the most extreme gamer of all time.
Well, props to him, I suppose. Oh, very briefly, one topic that we forgot to mention is this week, Mr. Miyazaki from Software said that, he says, and I quote, "It would be unwise to continue making Souls games." I know that I play Dark Souls more than everybody else here, so I'm going to translate what he means by that. He means he doesn't want to make like Dark Souls 4, for example. He wants to make another IP, but I imagine it'll be along the same lines of that game. So
like Bloodborne or something.
Yeah, like Bloodborne. Like he doesn't want to be a sequel guy, but the publisher that owns their development studio wants them to make like franchises and make sequels and whatnot. He's like, I don't know, I don't like that idea. So, to all the people panicking out there, all the other Dark Souls faithful, praise the Sun Bros. You don't have to worry, there will be more Souls-like games, but it's not going to be Dark Souls 4. Like, it'll be something new, which I'm optimistic for. But anyways, I just wanted to make that point because I forgot to mention that earlier, and I know we were going to.
Alright. So I think that just about wraps it up for this week in gaming. Edge, if you want to take us to the outro.
Alright, just a friendly reminder to everybody, and I'm still moving around because I don't have a chair right now. Just a friendly reminder, everybody, to go follow us at TG Commoncast on Twitter to get updates on when it is that we're making videos. There isn't going to be an update for these videos while we're making them because our good friend Gibby is currently unavailable, and he's the one who runs that Twitter account. So for future updates, go follow us at TG Commoncast. Follow Torque on Instagram at Torque2024, I think it is.
Yes.
Yes, go follow him over there. And feel free to hit that like button and that subscribe button for all the videos that you would want to see in entertainment. We're going to be doing more gaming videos, I feel, because this is a nice setup. We also have wrestling podcasts and wrestling videos that we do. We have a review of the upcoming pay-per-view Survivor Series. Should be coming out sometime this week, so keep your eyes open for that. And we are going to ride off into the sunset. We will catch you down the road.